Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty cool and brand new PlayStation 5 Pro news. So as you guys do or do not know, there's been a really big leak that's been ongoing over here for the PlayStation 5 Pro. We're seeing a lot more internal specs, we're seeing a lot more brand new information, but even as of right now, there's another brand new bit of, well, information being leaked over here for the PlayStation 5 Pro. So I'm gonna go talk to you guys about this, talk to you guys about the drama, and also give you guys some kind of cool little details too as well from all the really big PlayStation studios. So I'm gonna go and show you guys up that too as well. So hope you guys are interested in having a very fantastic day. We have the Amazon links down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for the $500 and PlayStation 5 Slim giveaway. And of course, we're probably live up on Twitch right now if you guys are bored. If you guys want to go and say hi, all those are linked down below. So very quickly before we dive into the PlayStation 5 Pro news, I just want to go and highlight a few of these kind of cute little cool cards where if you guys do or do not know, basically in the holidays, usually PlayStation has a bunch of really cool, like little nifty little things for all the different types of games going on. Here's like a Tekken 8 one. He was Humanity. Here's like Capcom over here with like some, like Monster Hunter and Resident Evil stuff. They're all like really cute. I always love seeing these as well. So just gonna quick little scroll through in case you guys want to pause and see any of these. It's just really nice. I like the little small extra bonus things that people have a chance to do from like Little Nightmares and other various games too, as you guys can probably scroll through all of these. But either way, really nice to go and see. But as you guys may or may not know, the PlayStation 5 Pro has quite a bit of intriguing information, where we saw some brand new specs in terms of like just updated internals, better GPUs, better memory, better CPUs, and everything else. And as of right this second, it's fun to go and see because it seems that there actually might be a brand new technology that might be coming into the PlayStation itself and kind of improving the console even more. In this regards now to the DLSS solution that the PlayStation 5 Pro does have their hands on. So the PlayStation 5 Pro could launch in 2022 with Sony's own DLSS solution. It has been claimed. Multiple sources have suggested that Sony's preparing a mid-gen PS5 upgrade. And, well, do you want to know why? This is cool because when it comes to next-gen consoles, we've seen a lot of potentials when it comes to Xbox or other various platforms, which is nice. That's cool. We like seeing these. But the one big thing is we want to know that there's going to be a big enough jump that is going to warrant us wanting to spend extra money on these consoles in the first place. So Sony could be planning to launch a PlayStation 5 Pro console in late 2024. It has been now been claimed to as well. And now we've had a few leakers also corroborating that type of stuff. Although it's kind of whatever, I'd say. I'm pretty sure I've been talking about the PS5 Pro for months now at this point. If you kind of look at any type of anything, it's pretty easy to go and be like, yeah, it's probably going to happen. But anyway, the kind of big things to kind of highlight and people are kind of more pushing and kind of using my own self as a frame of reference. The PS5 Pro leak is almost certainly real based on what everyone's seen so far, and obviously I'm not the only one out there that is saying that, but I can throw their confirm into the ring for everyone. So kind of my own self too, we've talked about the PS5 Pro quite a bit, and it does kind of seem like for this one, like it's almost guaranteed now at this point. Now, especially because we've been seeing rumors that the PS5 Pro has now been in hands on the devs too, which I think is nice. I think it's kind of cool because that basically confirms that, like, yes, there is some sort of specs that are out there. There's something out there that's most likely a PS5 Pro, but there is at least something tangible. We just don't know what, but that's why all these signs are pointing towards probably the PS5 Pro. And most people are still assuming, as we even covered up on our video yesterday, that September 2024 was going to be the expected rough date. Now, I never want to go and always say bad things about like these like types of quote unquote leakers or whatever, because I always feel like this might be like a drama-y motion for this one. It's kind of like if you just look at the news, it's kind of easy to go and just say anything. Like this has been flown around for like a year or so, but sometimes it's nice for me to go reference into other videos so I don't seem like I'm the one that's kind of coming up with these rumors, because a lot of times I'm also just doing research myself and try my best to kind of give you guys details and stuff too as well. That's why sometimes things are ever changing and why sometimes I like to kind of throw my own little two bits when it comes to stuff as well. Basically saying the current specs are based on a range of possibilities because they have not been fully dialed in, but the big thing, and this is kind of what I want to focus on this video, it's kind of been like the big leak all throughout the day too as well, is on the DLSS-like solutions. So the big thing there, like the big feature that the system will support in regards like the next big major bump of what the PlayStation 5 Pro should be, and we've kind of covered up on prior videos where they want to have their own separate small memory for the operating systems. That basically means, and we've talked about this a lot, where it's like you have 300 gigabytes, you have a very small like nano SSD that's meant purely for operating systems to kind of go and allow you to have more full storage for your console itself, let alone the improvements in the GPU, CPU, APU, and all the other internals for that, and also probably most as well fine-tuning up the heat sink and kind of having that like almost PlayStation 7.0, because they're like a 5.0 right this second with the Slim, and having a chance to go and fully optimize a lot of these internal systems. It makes a lot of sense. They're always trying to improve things over time as well. But basically, Sony's own proprietary DLSS-like solution, and this is where that big jump would be for the PlayStation 5 Pro, where they would use their own machine learning to improve images so they can run things at a really high resolution and really high frame rates, and they would include their own hardware in the PS5 Pro to do this. So they're essentially trying their best to use their own somewhat AI. I'm not going to throw in AI. Machine learning is pretty similar, I would say. Funny enough, machine learning is probably like the more old term from like 3 or 4 years, but AI is becoming more of a bigger trigger word, I would say, at this point. To improve images so they can run things at a high resolution. So basically this, and we've used these references before, is somewhat similar to ray tracing and other AI like anti-scoptic, I'm not sure that's the right word for it, basically filtering to go and fill in the blanks. So let's go and say you have a picture of like a huge square, but that same square has maybe a bottom left corner of a bunch of bricks. You can essentially use that same technology to upscale and also basically copy and paste that same brick line, let's say in a building, to essentially tone down on the rendering, make it easier for systems to kind of work, and at the same time also help out for the game systems as well. I'm not sure if I'm explaining this properly, but basically having a chance to go and like copy and paste, is I'm trying to go and RNG make like a bajillion different tabs, you make 20 of them, stuff like that. It's basically have a chance to go and also upscale and downscale to a very efficient setting, which basically allows like your changes in performance rates to go and be a lot more optimized, to make the game itself look a lot more better, to have a chance to upscale just generally as you're playing the game if you want to. It just makes the whole, I wish I knew how to explain these better. It just basically is filling in the blanks using this proper AI technology that the PlayStation 5 Pro can utilize to make it better. And that's where like the 2x hardware ray tracing acceleration comes into place, but they would be able to do even more than just having better hardware ray tracing. So yeah, this is probably happening. And this is a big thing too, because this also, I believe, would help out for things like ray tracing. It also makes a lot of sense because it just fills in the blanks. Like if you want to go and have this next gen like technology, you want to make it so it's something special. This seems like it might be something special. So DLSS is deep learning super sampling, is a feature exclusive to NVIDIA graphics cards. On PC, it works by using AI to upscale the resolution of games effectively, allowing developers to achieve higher graphical settings and better frame rates on weaker hardware. It's essentially like, I wish I knew the best way to explain it, but to my understanding, it's like instead of having you have to focus 100% on the GPU and CPU, you're having a chance to almost have like a separate program to have that running simultaneously at the same time to make it like work, to make it seem like it's efficient, which I think I like this a lot at the end of the day. I wish I could explain it better, but basically it's just a big upgrade when it comes to all this technology as well. And it also did kind of go and assume that even Xbox was assuming this will be released in future consoles as of this next upcoming year, which is why a lot of folks are also assuming that 2024 will most likely be the big date. But at the end of the day, this is a big jump. Like internally having better specs, like GPU, CPU, APU, whatever, that's good. Like that's if you upgrade your PC, that is good. But you also have to make sure the technology is able to actually utilize that brand new technology. So think like having a chance like ray tracing or this DLSS. Yeah, you need this almost, in my opinion, because you want to have that next big jump. Having better specs is always nice. I'm a PC guy. I've upgraded my specs all the time. But like I've kind of mentioned, for things like ray tracing or other outside aspects, you want that to exist. You want to be able to go and utilize that. You want to be able to go and sit there and enjoy the consoles. You want to sit there and be able to go enjoy what you're seeing and what you're playing, and you want to have that next big bump. And like you can have good hardware, sure, but software is half the battle sometimes. And this is where they're basically saying that this software, sort of ish, although it is kind of using the hardware too, is meant to be able to go make the games you're playing better. And think about a game like our GTA 6, where that game's gonna be a big game with a lot of big details, a lot of big graphics, and all that put together is gonna be a big problem, because you want to make sure it works. You want to make sure it's nice. You want to make sure you can actually go and have your console running this, because optimization, having it to the everyday mom and pop and dad and Jim and all that out there can actually go and play the game. That's what matters a lot. Like you want to have accessibility, but also make it look good. So having big technology like DLSS or like also integrated ray tracing does make things a lot more efficient at the end of the day. So I want to hear all your thoughts and comments, because this is actually a big change in my mind, and it's kind of nice to see this in the news cycle either way. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, and also follow the Twitter and Twitch for the bonus $500 or PS5 Slim giveaway. And of course, I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place. Thank you guys.